Nelson Live at 5:30. Today we're behind the scenes at another one of Nelson's interesting activities. And this is what might seem a small business, but I tell you what, it's an internationally significant business. And I'm here today with Thorkild Hansen. Hi Thorkild.
How are you?
And what's the name of your business?
Jens Hansen, Gold and Silversmith.
Jens Hansen's Gold and Silversmith. Now, I said they're internationally significant. The reason is you were famous during the Lord of the Rings movies, is that right?
Yeah, it did bring a bit of fame.
Okay. Now, Thorkild and your brother Halfdan and your late father, we are very all sad to see of his passing, but you all originated from another country?
Well, no. I was born here in Nelson, so I'm very much a Nelsonian.
Yeah.
And my brother was born in Auckland.
Yeah.
But our parents were both born in Denmark.
Right.
And immigrated in... Well, my father immigrated in 1952.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Well, Thorkild, I've often wondered, you all come from Denmark heritage.
Denmark, yeah, that's
and you've
heritage.
got Danish names.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
They're not that different from some of the names in the Lord of the Rings, are they?
I guess, yeah, they can be seen that way sometimes, but... I imagine for people listening to those names, they from other countries themselves wouldn't think much of such an easy name. I mean, we do get people coming into the shop, that are from Scandinavia, and they sort of off the tongue will talk to both Halfdan and I quite freely, because they know our names so comfortably.
Sure. So, and this is the location where the ring was made, is it?
Yeah, this is sort of the chaos in here at the moment. It's another busy day. Guys out there doing their thing.
Maybe we might have a wee look at the forge in a minute or two.
Yeah. I think Heath will probably be in there in a minute, heating some more metal up.
Will he?
Yeah,
right.
Definitely.
So tell us, how did Peter Jackson or the people get to know about your expertise in here?
Purely by my father's reputation. I mean, I think when the art direction crew, were poised with the sort of the concept or the thought, we need a ring, don't we? This guy, you're going to go through?
Come on, yeah.
It was a simple question. We need a ring, don't we, for the movie?
Yeah,
who should we get to do it? And Dan Henner, who's part of the art direction team, suggested Jens as an option. So they contacted us, just straight off. And said,
right.
How would you fancy making us some, some prototypes? Which
did you have to think long and hard before you made the decision to do it?
Well, I didn't myself. I was said to Dad, go on, just do it.
Yeah.
And Dad was kind of like, why? Sort of off the cuff, nonchalant manner.
So, as a result of being involved, how does that sort of manifest itself? Do you get people making inquiries from overseas? Do you get contacts through the web pages and things like that?
Absolutely. Like 4 or 5 years ago, the concept of our website being such a major part, well, not a major part, but a large part of our business, which at the moment it sort of is responsible for maybe 20% of our daily work, because we've got people who've gone to our website, either to look at the ring or to read about Jens. It says jenshansen.com, and it's become quite a frequented place just for information.
Sure.
And so that's generating sales as well.
Great. Well, Thorkild, if we just take the camera around, maybe we can have a wee look at some of the things that happen in here.
See the chaos?
Yeah, great.
Making it larger. Sometimes the best way to make a ring larger is to actually cut it open and actually put a whole block inside it.
Right.
Just to increase the size of it. Sometimes you can make the ring bigger by sort of hammer it to stretch it, but that of course just
it might stresses and strains.
Well, not so much stresses it, but you're taking away from the actual proportion and thickness of the whole piece.
Yeah.
But you want to retain that, so the best way to do is to add a segment into it.
Okay, right. And that's why I guess the enlarging costs you a bit of money.
Well, it can do, but as a whole, we don't. When a person orders a ring, we just supply it in the size that they want.
Right.
With that cruelty of being charged for being sized, either up or down.
Sure. And now he's just popping the new piece in there.
Yep, bit of solder, and away we go.
watching what you're doing here. You're setting up in the forge now, are you?
Yeah, I'm just going to look at a bit of gold that needs to be sort of made into a more manageable form. And, I mean, we've got large gas torches and small ones, depending on the size of the job. Sometimes we prefer to do it in the morning, especially if it's a big smelt, because it gets so hot. It's great in the winter.
What sort of gases that you're burning there? I noticed next door there's a glass blower starting.
Yeah, LPG.
That's LPG. You use LPG?
Yeah, we do. I think the Flame Daisy crew next door, they're going to be great. I mean, they use huge amounts of LPG. Where I mean, glass it takes an enormous amount of heat to keep it molten. Yes. To work with it. So,
fortunately, you're not working those volumes of gold and silver,
this is comparatively easy.
So what is this gas here? This is
acetylene.
Acetylene, right.
Which is a very common product, really, used by welders and jewellers alike. Sometimes I use oxygen mixed with LPG.
Yep. And now you've got a little slab of gold there, have you? Or
just some molten gold, some gold that has to be melted and poured into a mould.
Yes.
So that it can be rolled out and forged.
I noticed the price of gold went up sort of the last few days.
It moves a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially with the American markets being so sort of volatile at the moment and fluctuating. The price of gold can just go all over the place.
So the process to make the ring for the Lord of the Rings, for instance, do you follow something like this and put it into a mould and? Or is it a secret?
Originally, no. We'd do like this and pour out a square bar, and then we'd force the bar into a sort of shape, bend it round. Now we've more refined in it. We actually start out with a pattern, and we pour it into a mould, so we've really got half idea.
All right, after about a minute or so, it's starting to get molten there, Thorkild.
Yeah, I mean, there's only about, I don't know,
to be
a couple of ounces there.
2 ounces there?
Yeah.
So that's about 2 times, what was it, $495 American dollars?
Well, but it's 9 karat gold, so it's quite so impressive.
Yeah.
Pure gold's much nicer to work with as well.
What was the carats in the rings used in the movies?
18 karat.
18 karat.
Most of the rings were sterling with gold plate over them because being a prop,
yes,
all you need.
Yeah. Where's the smoke coming from? The gas, is it?
That's the smell that's starting to, it's at about an appropriate temperature for pouring.
Yeah.
It's burning off sort of the oxygen. Too much oxygen, you get a lot of air bubbles.
Okay.
Back up the temperature.
Now it's in that mould there.
Yep, so now I can just, they cool pretty quickly. One bar of gold.
Great.
Into a form that I can now use. It's more manageable.
Yeah, and being malleable product, you can shape it now.
Yeah, but because it's an alloy, this is like 9 karat gold.
Yeah.
It is quite, it's actually quite hard. Sort of comparable to like a hard brass or even harder than that. So throughout working it, I'll have to repeatedly heat it to really soften it, which is called annealing.
Right.
Yeah, so that's a constant.
Yeah, that was very interesting. Thanks, Thorkild.
You're welcome.